Have you noticed that when you drop a bit of food on the ground within minutes, a tiny army of ants appear, and hundreds of them gather in perfect formation, like they've been called to battle? But how do these tiny creatures, without phones, maps, and leaders, communicate so efficiently? Let's uncover the secret world of ant communication, which is far more advanced than you'd think. The tool ants use for communication is truly remarkable. You haven't heard before. The invisible chemical signals that guide entire colonies, mark food, and even alert others to danger. It's a silent language that keeps their entire society running smoothly. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at a line of ants the same way again. When we think of ants, most of us see them as simple insects, but beyond that, ants possess remarkable communication skills, teamwork, and chemistry. Specifically, ant colonies are massive, sometimes consisting of millions of individuals, yet they function as a single, highly organized unit. No chaos, no confusion, just pure efficiency. But how? The answer lies in their pheromones. Pheromones are chemical signals that ants release to communicate with each other. For ants, it's like having a built-in GPS system. These pheromones guide ants toward food, warn them of danger, and even help them find mates. It's like a private, scent-based map that only their colony can understand. Here's how it works. When a scout ant finds food, it releases a trail of pheromones to mark the path back to the colony. It's like sending out a scent invitation. As more ants follow the trail, they reinforce it by adding more pheromones, making the path stronger and clearer. With this chemical guidance, an entire army of ants can swarm a food source in no time. Imagine being an ant. The world is massive, and everything around it is a jungle. But as it walks around, it doesn't feel lost. Instead, it follows this invisible chemical road that leads it exactly where it needs to go. Pretty cool, right? This makes pheromones the perfect communication tool, especially since most ants are blind, or at least nearly blind. Vision isn't their strongest sense, so they rely heavily on smell and touch. Instead of relying on vision, they read the pheromone trails to know where to go, what to do, and when to act. It's like a real-time, scent-based internet. Plus, chemical trails are adaptable. If an obstacle blocks the path or the food source moves, ants can manage. They might follow a detour, laying down new pheromone trails to reroute the colony. It's as if they have a built-in traffic system that can reroute itself in real time. But the system isn't foolproof. In rare cases, ants can fall into a phenomenon known as an ant mill. This happens when ants accidentally follow their own pheromone trail in a continuous loop, marching in circles until exhaustion takes over. It's a rare glitch. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Ants don't just have one type of pheromone. They have a whole range of chemical signals for different purposes. Some pheromones mark food sources, while others signal danger or mark territorial boundaries. For example, if a predator is near an ant, releases an alarm pheromone to warn the colony. It's like having a full chemical alphabet that ants use to communicate complex instructions. Different species of ants can even have specialized pheromones. Some use them to find mates, while others use them to organize raids on neighboring colonies. It's a complex, multi-layered form of communication that we humans are still trying to fully understand. Now, you might be wondering, what does all this have to do with us? Surprisingly, ants' pheromone trails have inspired human technologies. Their chemical signaling system is a natural version of our GPS, or even the algorithms used in traffic management systems. Think about it, just like ants use signals and data to navigate their environment, we rely on data and communication to move through our cities. Ants show us how efficient a well-structured system can be, even without words or technology. So next time you see a line of ants marching in perfect formation, remember they aren't just wandering aimlessly. They're following an invisible map laid out by chemical trails, communicating with their colony in ways we're only just beginning to appreciate. If you enjoyed learning about this, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing insights into the hidden wonders of the animal kingdom. And don't forget to share this with fellow nature enthusiasts. Until next time, keep exploring